Hey my lovelies, I hope you're all safe and well. It's Mitch here. I'm just coming on to do this Monday's guidance reading. Just want to say before we look at the cards, thank you very, very much to everybody that supported me last week. I had some really cool adventures. So I was over in Colour and Crystals in Trowbridge, so thank you very much if you came to see me there. And then I had 2 dates in Carpe Noctem in Frome, both with some rather spooky shop spirit activity. So we did the evening on the Thursday, and then I had the full day of reads on the Saturday. So if you showed up for that, thank you very much. Dates are all on my website for when I'm back in both venues. So go to the events page on my website and you'll see everything that's up there for private one-to-one readings and for shows. So what's happening today? I feel really connected to work with my own deck, which is the Guided Paws Tarot. Someone was complimenting this deck at the weekend. They said that they've been struggling to find any doggy tarots, and they purchased this and they're really, really enjoying working with it. So that was really nice because it almost makes you feel like all the blood, sweat and tears creating the bloody thing was kind of worth it in the end. So yeah, happy days. So these are the cards. Let's give them a knock. Let's give them a cheeky shuffle. Let's see what's happening for this Monday and for the coming week ahead. Channeling these cards for the highest of good. Let's see what the energies are. Let's see what the messages are for us. Oh no, because one will literally just pop itself at me. Like that. Okay. So Knight of Leads. Knight of Leads in this deck would be the equivalent to Knight of Swords in conventional tarot. Try and see if I can pull that in a little bit close so you can see it. So basically, Knight of Leads, Knight of Swords, it's sort of like guarding your post, it's guarding your position. When the Knights show in tarot, they always want to come in to stand with us. If you think of like the Knights of the Round Table, I always use that as a good analogy. You know, Knight energy, it wants to protect us, essentially. Now, because it's the sword, and the way that he's kind of holding the sword, he's going kind of a little bit charging into battle almost. And I think there's 2 elements to this. First of all, be a little bit careful this week in how you react and how you respond. Do you need to go charging in? Do you need to go guns blazing? And maybe you're being sort of pulled into a space where you feel like you need to protect or defend or justify yourself. And actually you don't, you know, as long as you know your energy, as long as you know the reasons why you're doing what you're doing, you absolutely do not have to justify yourself to any other person, you know. But you are being kind of reminded or encouraged to look at how you're choosing to respond to energy. So, you know, I think it's about more so not being triggered and not being kind of pulled into a space where we feel we need to actually give justification. And that can be sort of easier said than done, particularly when we're passionate people or we're empathic people or we're sensitive. Sometimes things do trigger us and they do get the better of us. So just don't drop the ball on yourself this week. The other side of the coin with this card, sometimes it shows a little bit if maybe we're needing to review where we're actually giving our energy. So maybe there are some people in our world, maybe there are some people in our life that we thought were solid, we thought were secure, we thought were very loyal, that are maybe starting to show other natures that maybe we hadn't sort of seen, things we hadn't been aware of before. And maybe we're having to review, am I putting my loyalty into the right person? Am I putting my loyalty into the right space? This could be in so many ways, so you will know where it sits for you on a personal level. It could be with families, with friends, relationships, both practical relationships and obviously romantic relationships. This comes in a lot if we're needing to sort of safeguard maybe from a partner. And the thing is, we can love people, but sometimes actions are not always good, you know. It could be work colleagues, could be an apprentice that you're struggling with, could be in so many areas. So you will know where it sits, you will know where it is for you on a personal level. But I almost feel with this card, don't get disrespected, don't get mugged off. Make sure you know your worth. Could even be with clients. If some of you guys run businesses or have clients, make sure like they're kind of really giving you the value of what you need. I saw a post the other day of a friend who's putting prices up, and absolutely they need to because of the state of economy. And there was a couple of comments on there about like, oh, I've been loyal to you for so many years and now you're putting the prices up. And it's just that they've been loyal for so many years and they haven't put the prices up. This is the first time they're needing to. And I was like, do you want to reread that almost, And I think it's just about respect, receiving respect, and also us respecting people and ourselves. Sometimes this Knight of Leads or Knight of Swords is actually needing to respect ourselves enough to maybe gently or silently disconnect and say, this is no longer good enough, this is no longer acceptable, this no longer gives me the need of what I sort of the return of what I seek, what I need, sort of thing. So don't go looking for anything. I always say it's really important with all of my readings, don't go looking for stuff, because sometimes things happen because you've purposely gone looking for it. Just be mindful if it shows up. The other side of the coin with this as well is listen to the energy, listen to the words of stuff, because I'm noticing a lot with private readings, people are getting very caught up at the moment in being quite oversensitive. There's a situation I had with a client a couple of weeks ago now where somebody's had to pull away from them for their own sort of stuff, basically, mental health, family issues. They're just in a place where they're not wanting to socialize, they're not wanting to go out and about and everything else. And there was this person that I was reading for that was very much like, oh, they don't like me anymore, they've gone off me. And it was almost like twisting it all about them. And it's like, listen to what the person is saying. They're not doing it to hurt or harm you. They're actually doing it because they value you, because they love you enough. They don't want to be around you while they're in a sort of stagnated negative space, because they don't want their stuff to impact on you. And so it's interesting, perspectives, perspectives play a huge part in readings and everything else, and what I saw this person saying was, I love this person so much, I want to protect them, which again is this. They almost removed that person back on a temporary basis, just while they were getting their bearings. But my client saw it in a completely different way. So, just really kind of watch, I suppose, and look at the spoken words, but the unspoken words as well, because they carry energy, they carry power. So, a bit of an interesting one this week. So yeah, just have your wits about you. Okay, so what do I need to let you know? A couple of shouts. Mainly, I'm going to be doing Zooms this week, so thank you if you've booked your space with me. Really, really excited to see some of you lovelies there. Getting a lot of new clients at the moment, so thank you very much to all the newbies that are connecting and showing up. Also, just to let you know that this Saturday I'm going to be over in Rowan's Closet in Swindon. Very looking forward to that. And I think this is going to be, we're only doing 4 dates this year. So this is the first of our 4 dates. I think there are still some spaces left. So if you're in and around Wiltshire, or you want to come and see me, and you're not sure where to travel to, Swindon have some spaces. Rowan's Closet, a very beautiful witchy shop. Pop Kelly a message and she can get you booked in. So very, very exciting. So I'm going to leave it with you. Have a beautiful week ahead. Look after yourselves, keep shining bright, and I will see some of you lovelies very soon. Take care, much love, bye for now.